Good afternoon and welcome to the West African island nation of Cape Verde. We have literally just arrived, dropped our bags into our Air Bnb, and in a couple of days time we will be embarking on a 7-day cruise around the islands of Cape Verde, the 10 islands that make up this country. This is quite a change from Timor-Leste. We've actually been home, got a change of clothes, and we have come to get some winter sun back in Africa. But we do have around 36 hours and a couple more hours of sunlight today to enjoy SAL and the main tourist town of Santa Maria. Welcome to African paradise. Merry blooming Christmas. I did not expect to see a Christmas tree on the beaches of West Africa.
This is actually a little bit weird for us, seeing Christmas trees on the beach, but also very, very exciting. So Cape Verde got independence from Portugal in 1975, and we are actually very, very excited to explore SAL, the #1 tourist island, a tourist destination here in Cape Verde. And we wanted to have a couple of days to be able to explore and show you the best things to see and do. But this afternoon we don't have huge plans. We're probably just going to wander around. We've already come and had a look at the main pier here in Santa Maria, and you can see them all sort of like scrubbing the scales off the fish. And it's obviously all the fishing ports. You can come out on boat trips, but the beach is pretty impressive.
So Cape Verde is actually just off the coast of Senegal, and most tourists that come here come on a package holiday. They will come with TUI, they would have come in the past with Thomas Cook, and they stay in their all-inclusive hotel. But there's so much to see, the vibrance, the culture, and everything in between, and the fish that I can smell. I thought it was Molly, but along the main pier here in Santa Maria, you can see everyone bringing in their daily catch, and all the locals will come here, buy it, take it home. Restaurants will take it, and you'll have it for dinner on the beachfront this evening.
Honestly, the water colour, I was not expecting this. The smell is strong right now. And no, Matt, it is not me. We have the fishermen with their local catch. You can see what I mean. They're sort of scraping the scales. Oh my god, it's really smelly, but I'm not sure what fish were. Earlier I saw them carrying massive fish. Huge tuna. They're throwing, be careful, they're throwing the bits that they're discarding into the sea our way.
We are currently stood in blood, guts, and everything in between. What is it?
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
Wow!
Whoa! That is huge.
That is the biggest stingray ever. It's huge.
Stingray. Whoa!
Whoa! That is the biggest thing. We've now caused a commotion.
We have stingray, yeah. It's good. That is a beast. That is a monster, an absolutely huge stingray, and as you can see, you've got the heads from the catch today. You've got people fishing. Hello. You catch today? It's good. It's good. Obrigado. Obrigado. It's okay. I don't want to touch. It's okay. Thank you. That was definitely a manta ray, not a stingray, and we've got to go back in the morning because apparently that is when all the fresh catch arrives. But we are currently now walking along the main pedestrian street. It is full of lots of street art, lots of souvenirs shops, bars, restaurants, but we are noticing that English doesn't seem to be too widely spoken. They of course speak Portuguese and a Cape Verdean type of Creole. We have been to the ATM and we have taken out our escudos. So about £1 English pound is around 100 escudos. So we've taken out 4,000 and you get a 2,000 note. So this essentially is £20.
Also, just want to point out it was extremely difficult getting money from the ATM. Now there's loads of them, but the amount was wrong. It kept saying our card was wrong, but doesn't matter. We finally got it, and they only charged us about £1.50 to withdraw. But the shops are actually really, really beautiful, super colourful. There's lots of murals on the wall, and of course they're selling. You can tell it's a tourist town. It is. There's a lot of different souvenir shops selling the same tourist hat. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Check your time.
Hello.
Thank you.
I know what I want already. The Cape Verde football top.
Yeah.
You have in my size?
Yeah, my size.
Extra large?
No, you know, size of country different. It's
Oh,
three,
true.
360.
3XL.
Because not ESP. Size not same. This is small size. Look,
This one? Ah, this one is
this is
nice.
small size.
I like this one.
No, what I want to do first.
Okay.
You take off. You try.
I try. Okay.
First.
And then we discuss price. So I try
Try first.
and we discuss. Okay.
Two choices. You have those. Yeah, also those.
Ah, you also have this one.
You have 10 island. That one.
Ah, the 10 islands. Oh, you have the islands on the shirt.
So cool.
Different. First you try.
I try and then we see. Okay. Thank you.
Also here, you can. Nobody can force.
Obrigado. Thank you.
For me, very important. Why always I sit here and let people come to me.
Thank you, my friend. What is your name?
Philip,
Philip. My name is Matt.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Ready?
Let's try it.
on.
Okay. So there is a lot of tourist tap, but every shop.
This is not tourist that.
The Cape Verdean football shirt, which you know we collect a football shirt from every country.
This one's actually really nice.
And it says no stress. Or,
I think that's the motto.
it is, it's the motto of the islands.
That's nice.
No stress? No stress. I like it. I think I like this one, Philip.
No, this is better.
This one? And you said 2,000. I will not even barter. Best price.
I'll give you money.
To-
No, take, I'm
To here?
No, I'm not talk money.
Thank you.
Talk money, please.
My friend.
Thank you, Tom.
Obrigado.
Okay.
Obrigado.
Okay, have a nice holiday.
Thank you so much.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Sweetest guy. If it was anyone else, I would have negotiated because I've probably paid too much, but his smile was infectious, and I now have a shirt
That's
that
actually
shows
really nice.
it shows the 10 islands of the archipelago that we will be traveling around, and it is now just about time for a beer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh, it looks good. Obrigado.
Obrigado. Thank
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers to that. I think we've had a pretty successful couple of hours. Matt's got his football shirt. We've made it back to the beach for sunset, and we are trying a local beer, Strella. Delicious and ice cold. We're in Morabeza, and this is a bit all right, isn't it? It's a fancy sort of beach club right on the beach, and they were about £4 English each, which isn't too bad.
Oh, that is good. That is really, really nice. Estrella, the beer of the archipelago. I feel like this is going to be a common theme throughout the next week, travelling across the islands, enjoying one too many ice cold beers, and I feel like they'll be a little bit cheaper than this because it's quite a fancy establishment. It's not quite the beach shack that we were after. Bon dia from the sunny SAL, Cape Verde, and from the few hours we had to explore Santa Maria last night, it was not at all what I was expecting. I was expecting big all-inclusives and not much to do, but it has a lot of charm. It's very quaint. There are good bars, restaurants, street art, and it even has a little bit of culture. But after enjoying our ice cold beers, we found another beachfront shack, Ola Brazil, and I had to try some very potent, very strong home brew. Thank you. Obrigado. That smells strong. So yeah, we've ended up trying grog. This is the national drink of Cape Verde. It is fermented sugarcane juice turned into a rum type spirit.
It smells strong.
Very strong. So cheers. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, really?
It's not that bad. You're now trying it.
Yeah, well, I was expecting it to be a lot worse.
Grog.
Oh, it doesn't smell horrific.
It's a little bit like rakia.
My eyes stuck. Yeah, it's strong.
It was very strong. The grok is still, it's still in my head, but today we do have a full day to explore and show you the entirety of the island. But before that, we need to show you our little Airbnb. This costs £60 a night. All hotels and resorts were sold out, so we could only find an Airbnb. And we are literally, that there, behind this building, is Santa Maria Beach.
Yeah, the location of this Airbnb is absolutely amazing. On that side we have the main pedestrian street, and as Matt said, on the other side we do actually have the beach. We have two mini little balconies as well, so we can have a little view of the cobbled streets. But firstly, our kitchen that we have not used, so you can actually make your coffee here. You got your frying pans, your oven and stuff. We got our table and chairs, a sofa bed should you have a friend that wants to come to stay. We have our bathroom, pretty self-explanatory, and then our bedroom. The only thing is the aircon doesn't quite reach in here, so here gets quite warm, but we still slept pretty well nevertheless. It's actually really nice that we were able to find an Airbnb, because in our heads we were expecting it to be super expensive, high-end, all-inclusive, massive resort. So I'm pleased that we could find something quaint, as Matt said, local, to stay for a few nights and do it the cheaper way. But today we are going to be exploring the island of SAL in a way that we had never thought we were gonna.
I feel like the maintenance man, but for the next 4 hours we are going to see the entire island of SAL coast to coast with no limits adventure, and not in a boring tourist bus. We are going to be going on a 1000cc buggy. Wish me luck.
Do you feel like mine's a tiny bit tight though?
Do you feel like she needs to go for a run? It's not going to fit.
I think I need to get one size bigger. The one thing is I feel like I'm going to be sweating a lot in this. It's so hot. Do you get extra sweaty in this?
Do you get extra large?
Stop being so rude. Tell him.
You guys really have nice energy.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Where is she? That's good camouflage. Very good camouflage. Actually, you look like you're going to rob a bank.
Well, what I was going to say,
the Cape Verdean National Bank. Be careful.
I thought I was going to be a ghostbuster, but now I look a bit worse.
No obrigado. Now she's gone.
Yeah.
Obrigado.
De nada. Well, we say you're welcome. Thank you.
And how do you say thank you in Creole?
It's obrigado.
Obrigado. Okay. Obrigado.
The best one in the world. We start here in Santa Maria. We need to drive by the main roads. I will explain that, okay? This little time in the main roads.
I feel like we have just been deployed in the army, but here are our buggies. You're definitely not the driver. I'm the driver.
Really?
I hope so. I hope so. Molly, I'm going to give you my bag.
Okie dokie.
Oh, wow. You can really see how sandy this desert island is. Thank you. Obrigado.
Nada.
Oh. Like this. Thank you. This is so cool. What a way to see the island. I feel like we're in Mad Max. We're going to follow the convoy, and we've got 5 or 6 different stops, from fishing villages to salt mines to even getting to swim with sharks.
I don't know if I'm more nervous for the sharks or for your driving. This is our first time in a buggy 1000, but this is going to be really cool. And we are off.
Where do you want to go? Anywhere interesting? Hop in. So we're just casually going on the highway past the blooming airport. So cool.
We are off-road right now. honestly so cool. We've just pulled up at Palmyra, which is actually a port and a fishing village, and is where we are going to be tomorrow, where we will be embarking on our 7-day cruise. But yeah, this is one cool adventure. We've thoroughly eaten all of the dust on our journey so far, but yeah, this is pretty cool.
This really is such a cool way to see the island, and the fact that the stops are pretty short means you get longer driving this 1000cc beast. We're now going to go through Palmyra village and head further north, coast to coast, and eat more of this sand on one of the 2 or 3 sandy volcanic islands that make up Cape Verde. As we sail over the next week, we're going to realize how the landscapes change from arid, dry islands like this that have had drought in the past to green, lush highlands. It really has it all.
We are slowly now driving through the streets of Palmyra, and this is the real Cape Verde, the essence of traditional living, the beautiful coloured houses and the little cobblestone streets. And I can't believe that we're driving through on a buggy.
Hello!
Hello!
And 5 minutes down the road, we have made it to Ragona, the natural pool where you can see behind me the locals are swimming. Obviously, we are not getting in because we are still in our prison jumpsuits, but it is a stunning location. The watercolor is incredible, and just going along the coast in the buggy, do it. If you're coming to SAL, you want to see the island, get in a buggy, cruise around and become Mad Max. You jumping in?
I don't think so. I'm watching them jump in, and they've clearly done it many times before. I don't think I'd last a second. The water is honestly so blue, but as you can see, the waves and that current, it's a bit too strong for me.
Now that was cool. Welcome to Terraboa. We just drove through the desert. We have pulled up in the middle of nowhere, and all you can see is this mirage, this fake lake in the distance. Exceptional, unreal experience.
It honestly feels like we are in the middle of the Sahara. I'm suddenly very grateful for looking like a Ghostbuster, or that I'm in the army.
Now welcome to another planet. One of the things that makes the island of SAL so famous is its salt flats, and this is Salinas behind me. We have come up on top of what once was a volcano. The crater below is where the salt flats are. They actually stopped production in 1984, and people today can actually come there, come to them and swim inside. But the views from up here on our buggy overlooking that, look at it. Otherworldly, it looks like Mars.
I would have loved to have gone for a swim, but I think being ridden through the dirt on a buggy, driving up to have a look at them from above, is pretty cool.
What a view. So SAL actually means salt in Portuguese, and no trip to the island would be complete without seeing that, swimming in that, or being Mad Max, or should I say Mad Max. Go by.
Go by.
Like this, right? Go by. We have ditched the jumpsuits and the helmets, and we are currently in the ocean at Shark Bay on the hunt for lemon sharks. So apparently they feed around the coral here, and you can walk out if you have water shoes. If not, you can rent them for €3 each from shore. And I believe in front of me, where the big group of people are the lemon sharks. Oh wow, look at these. There's loads of them. There's like 3, 4, 5, 6 lemon sharks. That is a new shark ticked off, so you just stand here and they're just going to swim around your feet. It's a little bit busy, but to get this close to lemon sharks, it's worth it. Look at the size of that one.
That is absolutely... Oh my god, no, I don't want to touch it. They're quite scary. They're quite friendly though at the same time. They're so intrigued at like what we're doing standing in the water.
And we are back in Santa Maria. I cannot stress how good that tour was. We were only going to rent a motorbike for the day to see the island, but that was so much better. Going off-road in a buggy that they were saying was 1000 cc. But we are showered and we are back out in Santa Maria. The weather at the moment, I think it's December the 5th. So blooming good. It's about 26 degrees in the day, 22 degrees at night. It is never too hot. It is always the perfect temperature for a beer. And we actually discovered last night the other side of the pier is a much nicer stretch of beach with a range of different bars, restaurants, and one's got my name written all over it with an ice cold beer.
This is definitely the nicest end of the beach. The sand is a lot more powdery, it's very white. The sea looks blue, very blue, except the fact the waves are pretty blooming strong. So no, I will not be going in them, but I could deal with sitting on the beach and having a beer.
Cheers.
Cheers, well deserved. We've come into Dam Fuel. We actually walked past here last night and it just looked so stunning. Definitely the nicer restaurants are on this side of the beach as well. We are out on the beachfront. We have a very cool infinity swimming pool.
Do you reckon we could sneak in?
I'm not so sure. I'm not sure we're posh enough for that. The one downside of this place though is that they are giving us plastic cups. I just don't like a draft beer in a plastic cup, but it is the same price as where we went yesterday, Meribeza I think it was, so not so bad.
Would highly recommend this end of the beach. Hold on. It's nice, ice cold. Shame about the glass, but the other end is where all of the resorts are, and the beach is definitely not as nice. Here you find sort of these higher end beach bar, beach club restaurants built into the rock. I think they have an extension around there and you can see the waves are just like crashing up into the restaurant. It's a very intimate experience and I would highly recommend it. Well deserved, well needed. We are now absolutely starving and we're on the hunt for some traditional Cape Verdean cuisine, and the walk from this end of the beach is lovely. Like, look at this. Beautiful location, absolutely stunning, very European. The further along you go into Santa Maria, it does have that European influence.
We've actually found a place that specialises in a national dish which I believe is called cachupa. We're absolutely starving. It's 3:15. We haven't eaten anything today. I don't suppose we should have had cold beers on the beach.
It was a liquid diet.
But yeah, we're on a liquid diet.
Obrigado. Thank you.
So we came into Art Cafe because they did the national dish in loads of different ways. So cachupa, the stew, and it's not quite what I was expecting. When you think of stew, you think of like saucy sort of beans, maybe potatoes. But I've had to check this because there's loads of different things in it. You have mashed maize, onions, green bananas, sweet potatoes, squash, and yams, and manioc balls. And manioc balls are made from cassava. So lots of goodness, and you can have fish. You can have fish, chorizo, eggs, and green banana. I went for eggs.
This is essentially breakfast.
This is our breakfast. This is absolutely insane. The first meal of the day. And it's going to be a good one. It tastes a lot like the bean dish. Is it called friolla that we had in Timor-Leste? It's really nice. It's fresh. I'm pretty healthy.
This was not the easiest dish to find. In town, most of the restaurants do burgers, pizzas, and everything in between. And here, Art Cafe actually specialises in the dish in so many different variations. We've seen it at a lot of places with fish. I do not do fish. An omelette with mixed vegetables, beans.
It's a good brekkie.
It is. It's a good brekkie. It's a good lunch. It's a good dinner. Look at that. Hachupa. Now that was lovely. Art Cafe. If you want to try the Cape Verdean cuisine, I'd highly recommend that place. It was €7.50 each for the main meal, and then we shared a sparkling water.
Who are we?
Who are we? What happened? Where was the beer? But it's now just coming up to 4 o'clock. I think we're going to go back, get changed again, have another shower. I still have like sand and dirt and
in places you would never imagine.
in every crevice in my body, and then probably head back out and enjoy our final sunset on the island of SAL. Good morning from Santa Maria and our favourite little beachfront restaurant, Vista Mar, which is actually only opposite, literally opposite our Air Bnb last night. We ended up missing sunset but found a lovely little bar that is just 2 or 3 along there for some drinks. We might have missed sunset, but we did find another ice cold beer. What else are you supposed to do on this holiday island? We're in Palm Beach and we have front row seats out for the beach football. Cheers. It's the size of my head. So then this morning I found a very unique gym. So today's morning run has ended up in me finding possibly the most unique gym you're going to find anywhere in the world. And you can send, if you want to send this guy some money, this is how you do it, by bank transfer. So you can use this beach gym. They've got everything. They've got a pull-up bar, they've got weights, they even have a bench. They have a bench that has been made out of just like, I don't even know what that is. That brings an end to our 48 hours on the island of SAL. I'd say 36 hours, and it really did surprise me. I wasn't expecting it to have as many things to see and do. I thought it really was just a resort island for tourists to lay by the pool and drink beer. There's a lot more to see and do, from the sharks to the salt flats and that 1000cc buggy. You can become mad, Matt. You can get up in the morning, grab your coffee and an omelette from a spot like that for around £5 English. But today we will be setting sail and embarking on our 7-day cruise around the archipelago that is Cape Verde. So we will see you in the next one, getting on board our boat. The breakfast thief.
Get your paws off my scrambled egg. No.